Can y'all hear me? Perfect. I don't think I'm getting feedback on my end. Oh, there we go. The mic might be covered.
Oh, mine. Can you hear me now?
I can. Awesome.
Oh, good. I had my finger over it.
No worries. Y'all are in the UK?
Yeah, we are.
Awesome. Well, cool. I'm glad y'all were able to join the live. We're going to be going over just a little bit about y'all's story, about how y'all got started, and then leading up to what y'all are doing on TikTok, getting results there in your Facebook ads as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So just for anybody who doesn't know, y'all have a jewelry brand?
Yeah, so we're a UK-based jewelry brand. We're sister-owned, so Layla, this is Jazz. We started in 2020. It was kind of like a little side hobby. Kind of like sold a few bits on Depop and stuff when I was at uni. So I kind of like was a bit of like a wheeler dealer before.
Okay.
And then my sister was like, why don't we do jewelry? And I was like, nah, like I just thought that sounds like way too much hassle, like returns and all that kind of thing. And I was kind of like scared, but she was like, why not? Like we'll get, like 25 pieces, see how it goes. So she made a TikTok and she posted one TikTok and we got 200,000 likes and 10,000
video.
Yeah.
So
10,000 followers in the first day.
Like overnight.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So then I set up a kind of sign up page on our website and we got like another 10,000 signups for the launch. And then it kind of just like spiraled from there. So we're like onto our third premises now. And it's kind of just going from strength to strength. So it's cool.
Yeah, that's amazing. So y'all were essentially, people were wondering where you got your jewelry from while you were in university, and that's where y'all started it.
Yeah. So I had this one cross and people would always say, where's it from? And I'd be like, I'm not telling you.
Now you can.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all ended up making your first video. And I don't think a lot of people realize like TikTok's algorithm set up in a way to give immediate feedback, and like you can deliver to people if you don't have followers. So you can get, millions of views with no people actually like following the page from day one potentially.
Yeah.
And y'all hit a home run on your first video. Most people will get a viral video within their first 10, but just the fact of like not being on TikTok is like a huge miss for a lot of people, because what y'all did just proves the concept immediately. Is like y'all made a single post and you had 10,000 signups and 10,000 followers too.
Literally,
just literally we woke up the next day and it was like follow, and we were like it was literally a side hustle. We were like, what do we do with this? We're like, we've got 25 pieces of stock, that's good, I don't know what we're gonna do.
I know, literally.
Wow. See, most people will spend like 25,000 to 50K on ads just to get like 10,000 signups on a list.
Yeah, and I think that's something like we started obviously completely organically, and then obviously we wanted to branch out to ads. But I do think like if you've got no budget, there's no reason why you can't scale completely from TikTok, as long as you know the strategy. Obviously, like what you teach, you can scale so well, like literally for free, for nothing.
Yeah. And what kind of video was that y'all posted?
It was literally
it was
what people think I sell when I say I sell jewelry brands versus what I really sell.
Okay.
So the start of it was like me like with some images of like horrible jewelry, and I was like this, and then it went on to like our jewelry, and it was like versus what I really sell. So it was like really short 1 second clips, and obviously it was just really engaging. And all the way through lockdown, I'd posted on TikTok myself, and I was obsessed with TikTok. And my mum was always like, can you get off TikTok? Can you get off? And now she always says, I'm glad you went on TikTok all the time, because it's obviously worked out.
Yeah. It's best done if you're posting the content, not overly engaging with it.
Yeah.
It can definitely be quite addicting. Well, that's amazing. And how many videos were y'all posting?
So we aim to do about 3 a day, and I think we didn't really know what the strategy was back then, so we were kind of just posting like really anything. I can't remember, kind of one a day at least.
I think at the start it was like 1, and then we kind of transitioned to 3, but then what we really started focusing on is the like problem solving videos, because we found that they were the ones with the highest engagement. So having green fingers, here's our sterling silver rings. And then like people were engaging with that much more because they were like, oh, I've had that problem, I can relate to that. You solve my issue, I'm gonna buy a ring.
Totally.
Yeah.
So
like there's consistent creative styles that will always either convert or get views, which is like you solve the problem, that's one creative style. Comparing it against another competitor, controversy is another one because it just drives engagement. There's just certain variables that'll work in like every space that I think a lot of people could just start implementing right away for their brand, and would be surprised that even like a video that's only 8 seconds, but just 1 second clips can go. And people are still getting crazy results like right now. Like y'all saw this on our call on Monday the other day. It was like we had 3 people back to back that had posted TikToks and had made 10K, 13K just in the last week. So it's not even like TikTok's slowed down by any means. The algorithms might have adjusted, right? But it's those same style of videos are still going just as viral as they used to.
Definitely. I don't think it's changed. I think it has changed a little bit. It's less like sort of dancing now, but in terms of the business style videos, you can pretty much replicate the same thing and get the same results.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And right now, like what y'all were doing 0 in revenue when you started it, and where are y'all at right now?
So right now it's like 30 every month.
And y'all are running Facebook ads and generating like a 3 to 5x ROAS.
Yeah. Facebook ads has been great for us. I think it's something that we've always wanted to do, but we always used to work with agencies and we never really had like any knowledge of it. So the only metrics we knew was ROAS. And obviously now I know that like you don't know if you're profitable just based off the ROAS. From what I've learned from you, but yeah, we're with a couple of ads teams, and they didn't really have the knowledge, and they ended up sort of spending our money, and we were making like we weren't even breaking even. We were making a loss.
Wow.
So
after the agency fee, it was like we're in a minus. So.
Yeah. So obviously, and they were like promising us the world, saying we can get you to like X next month, and we were like, oh my god, really? Like we were just sort of believing everything they said, because why wouldn't you at the beginning? You're obviously just gonna do what they're saying.
It's a common problem in this industry. There's a lot of posers and bad gurus and false information out there, and there's just a commonality of like going with an agency. Most people get burned the first go around because they overpromise and then way under deliver. They just don't know, because it's such a low barrier to entry. So people will just enter this space with like no experience, and it's really smoke and mirrors. So a lot of people miss it. But that's why I think a lot of people underestimate, like the mentorship side of things, of managing it in-house, because a lot of people think, oh, it might take too much time, or, they want to offload it because they don't know. But I mean, how much time do y'all spend on y'all's ads a week?
Like, I'd go in and I'd check on it every day, and then if it needs to, it's literally like a 10-15 minute thing a day. Yeah. And then obviously like the calls with you where you help over with me, but apart from that, it's totally like they sell you the whole, you don't have time, you have a load of things to do. Yeah, obviously it is time consuming to keep testing new creatives and stuff, but kind of once you find winners, you're laughing really. But like I do think that
I think they like overcomplicated it as well. They're like it's a minefield, you're not going to be able to do it. But like I've said to Jazz, like having the one-to-one with you and the knowledge to do it ourselves is like priceless, because now like in the future, if we did work with an agency, like bless them, Jazz will be on their back.
Now we have the knowledge.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of reviewing, and then once it's working, then it's just like, do we want to scale? Do we want to spend more? And then refreshing the creatives. And right now, like y'all's creatives that you're using are primarily single images, videos.
Yeah, they're a bit of both really, but actually the videos perform better, that I've noticed. But I do think that they do fatigue a bit quicker than the images. But yeah, we're pretty much doing a mixer, just testing as much as possible, even when we're finding a winning ad. Like you say, you should never stop testing. Just keep testing until you've got the best creative with the best ad copy. But yeah,
I love that, because I mean, a lot of people will have a creative that works for a long time and dies out, and then they like turn off their campaigns and they're like, I don't know what to do from here. Like, why is it no longer working? And they keep wanting to bring back that same one. It's like, just make a slight variation of that, then launch it into your campaign and you'll extend the life of it. So right now, what's y'all's goal? What are y'all trying to hit in monthly revenue?
Our goal at the minute is definitely just to get to those 100K months. That's really our big goal.
100K is not too far out for y'all. If you scale, and then also just these viral videos y'all get on TikTok, they're definitely like, TikTok can be sporadic, but I mean, every other month, if you're getting a 24 or 30K sales in a single video, and then we're retargeting all those on, Facebook and scaling up there, then it's just a matter of time to hit 100K. And with y'all's numbers, you'll have a lot of margin too, so there's a lot of room to scale.
Yeah, me too.
So
thank you.
Y'all had this big video, y'all were super excited, and then what made y'all think about getting on Shopify, or like how did y'all find about Shopify?
So we did Shopify from day one. So I created the website like over the weekend before we launched. So we actually set up, luckily we noticed the TikTok going viral like within the first, I would say like 1,000 likes. And I was like, I need to do a sign up page now, because they're looking at this video and there's no website. But obviously you couldn't link the website before you had 10,000 followers, was it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
4,000.
We were kind of like, oh, is it 1,000 followers?
Yeah.
So we had to wait until we got to 1,000. So we were literally typing www.luxemporiumx.com hoping that they'd like type it in their thing. And then as soon as we hit 1,000, we had like a Shopify already set up. So that was like the first port of call. We looked at I think Wix. It was too confusing. So.
Yeah. You don't want Wix. But that's great. Because like a lot of people also think that they have to have everything done, or like it'd be perfect before they can start, posting or running ads. But I mean, y'all said it perfectly. It's like, just get a list open so that way you can build up demand. We had somebody do 80,000 signups before their website was even live. And then like they'll sell out and they just start capturing emails. They don't turn off their ads. They just keep it running because it's working so efficiently.
I think people overthink, like you need to get the packaging right. You need to get like,
ours was like honestly the best. Like I'm sure like the first orders we didn't even have any jewelry boxes. I was like, we ordered some off Amazon, like no joke, like it was horrific. They looked so bad. And then we've had like our first ever customer has like purchased from us like 20 times since our first. She was the first ever order, and I said to Jazz, I don't know why she came back after the first box.
Wow.
No,
That's amazing. Well, that's when you know you're onto something good.
Yeah.
And like for anybody who doesn't know, y'all's brand is Luxe Emporium.
Yeah.
And so people can go check it out. It's pretty amazing. Y'all have a lot of awesome content and a good variety as well. And so how do y'all do your photo shoots? Do you have people who just create the content for you? Do y'all do it in-house?
So for our like all our videos and stuff, I create, and then the actual images of the products what our suppliers actually give to us, which is so amazing because it just means that like we don't have to like worry about that extra cost. But yeah, any photos like lifestyle images or videos we just do ourselves at the minute. We don't outsource it.
Yeah. Well, that's great because it's super simple. You'll have control over it.
Yeah.
And it can be very scalable. And when did y'all join the mentorship?
We joined in late February.
Yeah. And y'all started going over your ads, optimizing, improving ROAS. We also talked a little bit about the conversion rate on your site because that's like a big factor for converting people.
Yeah.
It's like most people don't realize an extra 1% could quite literally double your sales if you're only converting at 1%. You go to 2%, you're automatically making way more money.
Yeah, I think that's something you kind of said at the beginning. You looked through our website and you were like, these product pages need to be sorted, like just obviously to help conversion rate. And we didn't realize how important it was, like to have an amazing product page which converted. And in your sort of trainings, you've got literally everything in there to say, this is how you do it. So we're actually getting a website design with everything that you've told us to do.
You'll love the new website.
I'm
exactly
excited. I want to see it.
Yeah. So
it'll be huge. And that's when we're going to go scale to 100K monthly.
Yeah. I think that's definitely something that'll just like really, really help us scale because at the
I think
minute.
if your website's amateur, like at the beginning, it's fine. Get your products on the page, build from there. But I think once you're like an established brand, having an amateur website is a no-go. Like you can't be doing that. There's no point, because you literally waste money on ads for them to drop off when they come on the site.
Literally. So. And I think as well at the beginning, obviously it was mostly TikTok. So people were coming to our website from seeing a TikTok video. So the website didn't matter as much, because people were just like seeing us. They obviously trusted us because they were watching videos of us, and they were literally just going on there to make a purchase. They'd already made their decision. Whereas from ads, you need to obviously get them to make their decision through your website, otherwise you're not gonna. So it's obviously been a big transition, us having to be professional now.
That is such a valuable point. I mean, so there's the personality that can drive and produce the sales, which you know, influencers are great at, but then sometimes their ads flunk, or they realize, like, they think everything's great because they're getting so many sales, but realistically, if you're to show it to somebody who doesn't know them at all, just presenting the brand, and they're not getting any purchases, they're like, what's going on? You have to have that other side of it for credibility.
I think for us as well, like with the influencer side of things, like we learned the hard lesson by getting someone who's known is completely irrelevant, because for someone who doesn't know them, they couldn't care less, they'll scroll straight past. So you're trying to find this niche of people who knows this person, and it's like, there's no point.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah. Because a lot of times they're not even really pushing the whole agenda for people to buy. It's just them. They're just like, this is what I wear. And other people are like, well, I don't even know who you are. So why would I want to?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, y'all have the strategy down. It's only a matter of time to where y'all are going, and y'all have had amazing results so far. So like, it's pretty crazy, because a lot of people don't get like a big viral video and see a lot of sales. And sometimes people get like 8 million views and only do like $1,000. But I think like a big miss is like, one, people don't comment their link to their website or tell people where to go. Like y'all are saying, hey, go to www. Your website, to tell people, hey, this is where you go buy it, this is where you sign up. And then at the end of the videos, people also forget to mention it. And so they'll go viral and they'll be like, why didn't I get any sales? I had 8 million views. It's like, well, you missed the call to action. You didn't tell people in the comments. You didn't even talk about the product. They'll post on their brand page with no product.
We like blocked from commenting because we were like replying to like thousands of comments. I was like, I'm blocked again.
That's amazing. Most people won't reply to thousands of comments. It's a lot of work.
We'd literally reply to every single one. No joke.
Wow. That's amazing. All right. So what is something that, for somebody starting out, what would you recommend if somebody's at, 5,000, 10,000, what's a good, when should they start ads even? When did y'all start them?
Well, we started ads because obviously at the beginning, it was literally every single video was going viral. Whereas I think obviously because TikTok is quite oversaturated now, I have noticed a little bit of a drop off. So it is something that brands should definitely look into. It's just a little bit more sustainable if you do have that, like you say, Facebook is a little bit more, like, what's the word, like,
reliable.
Stable. Yeah, like Facebook is a lot more stable than like obviously relying on a viral video. Like you can't really run your business based off that,
and it puts a lot of pressure on you to like rely on a viral video to generate income. So like we wished we'd kind of started this Facebook like from the beginning, because you can start it with such a low budget and you only scale what works, so it's like a win-win. Like you can't really lose out unless you really silly.
So Facebook provides that consistent layer, and then TikTok's just like the cherry on top of, hey, if we make an extra 20, 30K a month.
Yeah, because when I started with you, I was like, oh, shall I start TikTok as well? And you were like, no, get that stability with your Facebook account so that you've always got that to back you up. You start with such a low spend and you just double it and double it and double it, and you're always going to be profitable. Obviously, if you don't, you're not stupid about it, but
One other thing that I would say is focus on your email list, because those returning customers are the bread and butter. If you have a bad month, they will be what picks you up out of the dumps. Like those customers, like look after your customers now, treat them well, give them good discounts, good offers, and get them coming back, because they are the people that will save your life when you've got a bad month of ads or you're really struggling. They are the people who will like really get you through. So.
Yes, 1,000%. The biggest brands understand that they need returning customers, and y'all said it right. Like emails, SMS, huge thing that a lot of people miss on. They don't focus on returning customer rate. And we have a brand that we're working with that does 50 million a year in sales, and 70% of that is from returning customers. Like,
That's crazy.
you don't really get to 50 million a year off of first-time customers. Like, it's not sustainable. It's not profitable. Like, big businesses understand this. Like Walmart, Amazon, they're all built off of returning customers. Any large business you could ever think of, they're going to have returning customers. Nike, Adidas, all these brands.
Definitely.
You're always coming back.
If you constantly paying, if you constantly paying to acquire a customer, you're literally going to go bust because you're barely going to make any profit, really.
Yeah, and for the people who have like the one product stores and stuff, like, you can scale to the 6 figures, but if you want to have it to where it's compounding and, you know, the numbers are stacking on top, you want to introduce more products. And like, y'all are in a good space too, because y'all's offers super valuable. Y'all are running, you know, special deals. Y'all give away items if people spend enough money. And that's like very enticing for a lot of people, which makes it very competitive for y'all, and beat out a lot of the competition. I think y'all be surprised by a lot of like jewelry brands not being able to do what y'all are doing already.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, cool. I'm glad y'all were able to join the live and share a little bit. Is there anything else y'all want to say before we go?
Just definitely sign up with you. Yeah, I think it's definitely been like pretty like life-changing in the sense of we're sort of spending money on ads. We hadn't a clue what we were doing, and it just really ended up not very good. So we kind of shut all that off. And then with you, you talk a lot about having a data-driven mindset. And I think that's something that's really, really helped me out, because I used to look at the data based off pure stress and ad sets off that were performing well, and it was just a mess. So I think it's very important that you do kind of having a mentor really does cut the corners. Like, you learn stuff that you would make mistakes with yourself. You save money. People think, oh, I'm paying for like the course, but you lose more money from spending money on ads that you don't know how to do. 100%. So if you have been hesitating, definitely sign up, people.
Yeah, I think not only like ads as well, like all the videos on like
organic
conversion rate optimization, like there's so many useful things that aren't even ad related that help you with other parts of your business. So.
Yeah, definitely.
No, that's huge. And the emotional side of it, a lot of people get wrapped up in. Like, it's so crazy. People hop on a call and be like, my ads aren't working. I don't know what happened. I just had my like 3rd worst day. And I'm like, okay, 3rd worst day. What was yesterday's? Oh, we had a record day of sales. It was the best day we've ever had.
Yeah.
But they're like, I turned off all my ads. I didn't know what to do. What do you mean yesterday was your record day, but this is your 3rd worst day, just a day later?
Yeah.
And now you're turning everything off and shutting it down?
No, honestly, that was me at the beginning before this.
Yeah, now we know what to look at in terms of, you know, numbers, and if things are fluctuating, how to balance it out. And the numbers usually end up working themselves out over longer periods of time, like a week, a month. Most people, you know, don't realize how stable their ROAS actually ends up turning out monthly.
Yeah, like some days we'll get like 1 and I'll be like, oh, like this is weird. And then the next day it'll be like the best day I've had.
Yeah.
So it's not as inconsistent as that all the time. However, you can't freak out on those days because, like you say, it's literally an average. Like, it's going to be an average ROAS of your month or your week or whatever.
I love it. Yeah. No, that's absolutely massive. So people can go to y'all's website, luxemporiumx.com. Is that how?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Perfect. Check out the jewelry. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Well, awesome. Thank you for joining. We'll have to do this again for sure.
Defo, we'll do it again once we hit better results.
Awesome. Well, cool. Thank y'all. Bye, ladies.
Bye. Thank you.